Now, I'll speak generally about the foundations. If I speak, I'll try and specify if I'm talking about a specific foundation. One of the things that I wanted to relay today in terms of our emphasis is the Kemper Foundation is at the moment tending away from general operating and programmatic types of funding. The board is more and more wanting to see project-related funding, capital, renovations. What is it that makes that will help you do your job better? What will transform your organization? That kind of thing. Whereas the Oppenstein Brothers Foundation will continue to take requests for general operating for specific programs, that kind of thing.
So, thinking about Hallmark and the corporate foundation, we're asked what areas are funded. Hallmark funds primarily children's issues, arts and culture, essential social services, and civic organizations. We primarily fund programs, but we will sometimes provide operating support. We rarely contribute to capital campaigns. Aside from funding, I would be remiss if I didn't mention two other large assets that Hallmark can offer to local nonprofits. The first is volunteers. We have over 200 Hallmarkers serving on local nonprofit boards. We train board members in-house. We actively try to place board members. It's a big part of what my department does. We also have about 13 or 14 now corporately sponsored volunteer events. We do 20 or 30 Christmas in October houses each year. We decorate children's mercy, lots of things like that. So we feel like our folks are a huge asset as well as whatever funds we can contribute. Another thing we do to support our volunteers is each year we make about 800 what we call VIP grants. That stands for Volunteer Involvement Pays. And so if you have a Hallmarker who's volunteering at your organization and they work 25 hours or more in a 6-month period, then we'll make a $200 grant to the organization on their behalf. We do that at least 800 times a year, so we've got lots of really active volunteers. The other thing, aside from money and volunteers that Hallmark can provide, is product. Last year, I think we donated about $10 million worth of product. Our primary recipients are Feeding America, Salvation Army, and the military. We can't donate products to smaller organizations like for their luncheon. It just would not be efficient or effective for us to donate that way. But what we do is we donate by large quantities, by the truckload, to organizations that have loading docks and can help us redistribute the goods. And so here in town, the Salvation Army, downtown Kansas City, does a monthly Hallmark distribution day. So if you're an organization that needs product, you can go down there once a month and essentially shop for free. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that.
But our main focus really is in the areas of arts, education, and social welfare, which really covers a lot, but really toward the disadvantaged. And we give to operational support, program support. We typically, well, and especially recently, we really haven't been doing capital campaigns. We will do capital campaigns, and we have in the past, but we ask that 80% is raised before you apply to us for capital campaigns. And then typically our process is that we ask for letters of intent. We meet on a quarterly basis, so we meet January, April, July, and October. Our letters of intent can be accessed through our website, which is curryfoundationkc.org, and they're available in September, which would be for the January and April meetings, and then it's also open February for the July and October meetings. We only accept letters of intent then. Of course, you're always welcome to call, or you're always welcome to email us. We're always available to answer questions, so don't feel like you can't. And then typically what we do is we review those, and then we invite the organizations to apply for a grant, and we typically send that via email.